Good morning, everyone. This is Val Adams. I wanted to do this video to just kind of highlight some things that are really, really key if you're going to be successful with your marketing efforts. One of the things that is essential is that you have a plan going into each and every day. So I strongly recommend that you develop certainly a daily marketing plan that you're going to follow, something that is going to basically give you a gauge so that when you start each and every day, you pretty much know exactly what you want to do. And you always want to start your day with promoting your business first. So what I've done is I am going to pull up a copy of one of my daily marketing plans. This is something that I use and teach my team as well. Okay, and I'm going to pull it up as a print screen just so that you guys can see both screens. Please ignore this little bubble thing. I do have speech recognition on my computer, so I use that in order to speed up the process. So I don't have to use my computer at all. I just basically give commands verbally, and then the computer, which has also been trained to read my voice, will toggle between everything that I do. Okay, so on the left is an example of like a daily marketing plan. On the right, of course, I have on my Facebook page, and what I'm doing is I am toggling between my timeline, okay, which you can see here, and I also have opened up, and let me just minimize a little bit here Microsoft Word so you can see a little bit better. Facebook, that is. As you can see, I have open on the right hand side is messages so that I can keep chat, and I'll show you that here, completely off, which allows me to be fully focused on the items that I'm going to cover each day. Okay, now your daily marketing plan, again, your checklist, whatever you guys are comfortable with calling it, that is something that you want to do each night. That is you putting your business in order before you arise each morning. This way, it doesn't matter if you wake up late, if you get unexpected phone calls first thing in the morning, you know exactly which items that you want to tackle. It is not a bad idea, since you're going to have a sheet similar to this for every day, that if you know that there are 2 or 3 or 4 things that you need to conquer tomorrow, you may want to add a section onto your daily marketing plan. That would be your notes section, your people pad, whatever it is that you want to call it. Okay. Now, in my Google Hangouts, I do cover this marketing plan in a little bit more detail with my team. I will, when people start, give them a kind of a generic sample of this, and then this way they can populate it depending on how they want to promote your business, because essentially Facebook is one of the many ways that we can market and promote and of course build a following for free, but there's many other vehicles that also present very viable result. So with that being said, on the left, my daily marketing plan has some highlights in color. Again, don't worry about if you don't have a copy of this. This is something that you'll get after you start, and yours will even include your links at the top and things of that nature to help you guys along the way. But essentially, there are some highlights because there are things that I have already done. For example, those are the items that you see in green. The items that you see in yellow are, of course, things that I do need to still complete. Okay, so again, this is you providing structure. Going back over to Facebook, something that's really important if you're going to follow a daily marketing plan is that you structure and manage your time as efficiently as humanly possible. It's very easy to get swayed in different directions as you are promoting through Facebook. You want to try to minimize that in as many ways as you possibly can. One of the ways that I try to minimize that is, even though I've got my messages open in a separate window so that I can schedule time to address all messages, I have my messages toggled so that the only messages that I see are my unread messages. Okay, this is a good idea as well because you do want to try to clean out any unread messages before you actually shut your office down each night. So that's really important. Okay, now going back over to my Facebook page, a couple of the tasks that I have already completed would be my posts for the day, which include that I have done my Twitter post, my Google Plus, LinkedIn. I have also done the post to my fan page, my groups, and in addition to my main Facebook page. Okay. Now what I'm doing is I am moving on to tasks that are a little bit more in detail for my Facebook page, and then I kind of work through my Facebook sales funnel with the tasks that I'm going to complete each day. And what some of these tasks are that they include, let me just maximize Facebook here for a moment. They include that you want to address any comments. You definitely want to stay engaged with people who are commenting on your posts. That's really important because this is your network. These are your friends, your business partners, and certainly we do want to dedicate time to acknowledging such. So as an example, let me just go in here. There's one that I need to address, Bob. There we go. Thank you, Bob. Something real short and simple. Okay, and I usually hit like so that I know that I have addressed that. Okay, and then I am going to move on to things such as capturing what my numbers look like each day to help me benchmark my progress. So for example, I've got 4,999 friends. I also have 1,735 followers. These are numbers that I document. And I also can pop in 5 people. So this is great. So I'm going to now go over to my friends area. And as you can see here, I have got 99 plus friend requests that are waiting. That number is only reflective of 99. It maxes out there. And in order to see the truer number, you will have to click on friends and then it will give you your true readings. Like, for example, it says respond to your 187 friend requests. And here at the top are some suggested friends. If, for example, the top it says 10, but we're only seeing 5. So at the bottom, if it says see more requests, then you would actually click on that so that you can get a reading for the others that are waiting. Okay, so that is something that I do daily, not all throughout the day, just one time a day, boom, so I can keep focused again on my daily marketing efforts. And essentially, another essential part to, following through effectively with your engagements, your exposures, and also with your daily tasks are that you want to pay really close attention to your notifications. So I'm going to click here on the notifications, which brings up another menu bar. And where it says see all, I'm going to right click and I'm going to open that in a separate tab so I can also schedule the time between the 3. This way you don't feel like you literally are just, camped out in front of Facebook for 4 and 5 and 6 hours, but not really getting anything done. Because what you got to remember is we have to pull away from Facebook. So you want to manage time accordingly so that you can always be promoting active tasks that are actually going to grow your business. So what would things like that be? Well, exposures are one, and you should have some number that is your goal for each day. Like, for example, you want to try to expose your business opportunity to at least, 10 people a day. That's a small number. I usually shoot for numbers that are a lot higher. But again, you do what is comfortable for you. If you're part-time working your network marketing business, then 10 is a good number. You do want to try to make sure that you are hitting that 10 mark every single day. So here's a key aspect for making sure that you're going to be successful in your efforts. Key aspect is you want to Find ways that will take your business opportunity and turn it into general conversation. This is the best way to not be so salesy. That will still get you exposures that you need. And what is the exposure exactly? Anytime that you have actually shared your business link with someone else. Okay, that is our exposures. Now, popping back over here, just an interim over to my marketing plan. Okay, and I'll do side by side again. One of the things that you will see here is you're actually going to see that I have a section that is called total exposures for my business, because what my goal is daily, I am actually going to pop that number in there each day to make sure that I am actually meeting that goal. And I have another section here, okay, that basically has some verbiage that I use quite often, so that as you are messaging people and communicating back and forth in Facebook, all you really have to do is copy and paste in order to make sure that you are meeting your goals for exposure each and every day. So that's really important. Okay. So with that being said, I don't want this video to be too terribly long, but these are just some tips that are going to help you daily. Certainly make sure that you watch my video that talk about another essential part of engagements, which is your events, okay, under Facebook. Certainly as you are growing your network, there's a couple of things that you want to do. You want to be engaged with your entire network. For example, mine is 4,995, so I am engaged with that entire group. And you also want to pay very close attention to the events that are going on in your network. Okay, you want to try to spend time daily on the birthdays. Okay, that's what we're seeing here. And I do have a whole separate video that is reflective of that, and it will actually walk you through the steps on what you're actually going to do in order to make sure that you address those that are in your network, their birthdays each day. You can do it two ways. You can do it manually, which is what I have up here on the screen, or there's a fantastic app called Birthday Cards. And what it will do is it will actually remind you daily, one time a day, with everyone who's in your network that their birthday is today. And it has a one-click feature that allows you to send a birthday card. Okay, so with that being said, that is my quick tips of the day. Certainly, if you have any questions or if you are struggling, there is certainly no reason to be struggling. Please make sure that you give me a call and we'll set up some time to do some one-on-one coaching. 951-268-4305. If you get my voicemail, please leave a message. That means I am meeting with a client, and I will give you a call back as quickly as possible. Thank you guys, and have a wonderful day.